Triple H put a WWE star in a leadership position shortly after he signed with the company. The star has now spoken about it. Damian Priest was in an interview with Undisputed, where he talked about his experience in WWE. One of the things he talked about was working with Triple H. Soon after he had signed with the company, Damian Priest was put in a position of leadership by Triple H. He said that the WWE CCO had faith in him, and that when things were going wrong, they would have huge all-in meetings to set things right. That's when Priest was pointed out by the game. He mentioned that the talent should handle some of the issues, and the CCO pointed out Priest as the one who should be talking and dealing with it. He also said this when Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era were at their peak, so this made the Archer of Infamy even more honored to be chosen. Damian Priest is not going to face Drew McIntyre with the title on the line at WrestleMania 41. The two stars will compete in a Sin City Street fight. The two are going to be in a match where their rivalries all come to a head. Both have shown their ability and willingness to take things to the extreme. Anirban Banerjee is a journalist from Kolkata, India, and has been a part of building Sportskeeda's WWE section over the past 8 years. He's been an assistant content manager for the team during the past 3 years as well. Banerjee has interviewed John Jones, Conor McGregor, Cowboy, Cerrone, Jorge Masvidal, Mandy Rose, Joe Hendry, Darren Till, and many others. Anirban has worked in the field of wrestling and mixed martial arts journalism for several years. In addition to his work on Sportskeeda, Anirban is a fiction writer and has co-written over 20 biographies. He was also a columnist for 90 Minutes. In the world of professional wrestling, a lot can happen behind the scenes that shape the careers of future superstars. The road to success is often unpredictable, with many wrestlers working their way through countless obstacles before finally reaching the top. But sometimes, a single moment or person can catapult someone into the spotlight. For one star in particular, it was a decision made by WWE legend and executive Triple H that changed the course of their career forever. Triple H, known for his incredible in-ring career, as well as his behind-the-scenes work in WWE's developmental territory, NXT, has long been a mentor to many wrestlers. With his vast experience and eye for talent, Triple H has helped shape the future of professional wrestling, grooming the next generation of stars. But one aspect of Triple H's approach that often goes under the radar is his ability to identify leadership potential in his wrestlers. One wrestler, in particular, credits Triple H for putting him in a leadership position right away after signing with WWE, a move that would have a lasting impact on his career. The rise of a star from independent circuit to WWE. Before making his way to WWE, the wrestler in question had built a name for himself on the independent wrestling circuit. Like many of today's WWE superstars, he honed his craft in various promotions, putting in countless hours perfecting his skills and learning the ropes. However, he was ready for the next step, and that next step was WWE. At the time of signing, the wrestler was already a well-known commodity in the wrestling world, but he was stepping into a new environment, one that came with different expectations, challenges, and opportunities. Joining WWE wasn't just about competing in front of a larger audience, but about proving he could thrive in the pressure-filled, high-profile environment that WWE demands of its talent. Wrestlers who are fortunate enough to sign with WWE, especially those coming from the indie scene, know that they face an uphill battle. There are often many hurdles to overcome in order to find their place in the massive roster of talent. New signals are often expected to adapt quickly, find their voice, and establish themselves within a sea of established stars. For this wrestler, however, his journey in WWE would take a different turn than many others. As soon as he signed, he was thrown into a position that very few rookies are given: the role of a locker room leader. Triple H's mentorship. A star in the making, Triple H, known for his extensive experience both inside and outside the ring, had long been recognized for his ability to spot potential in young talent. Having successfully transitioned from a performer to an executive role, Triple H understood the importance of leadership within WWE's locker room. He knew that in order for the company to continue to thrive, the next generation of stars would need strong, reliable leaders who could maintain the company's legacy of excellence. When this particular wrestler signed with WWE, Triple H saw something in him right away. Triple H didn't waste time before putting him in a leadership position. This was no small feat, as it was a rare opportunity for a wrestler who was relatively new to the company. But Triple H believed in this wrestler's potential, both in terms of his in-ring ability and his character. He put me in a leadership position immediately after signing, the wrestler recalls. It was something that I didn't expect at all, but Triple H saw something in me. He made me feel like I was ready for that responsibility. He didn't just want me to focus on my own career. He wanted me to help lead others. This leadership role wasn't just about taking charge in the ring, though. It was about setting an example for others in the locker room. It was about being a positive influence, showing work ethic, professionalism, and respect for the craft. Triple H recognized the importance of these qualities in ensuring that the locker room operated like a well-oiled machine. A good leader could motivate others, solve problems, and contribute to a healthy, competitive environment. For this wrestler, being thrust into this leadership role was both a challenge and an opportunity. The pressure was undoubtedly high, but it was also a chance to showcase his maturity and ability to take charge in a big organization like WWE.